Welcome to Spenelli Speaks. Danny here, back at you guys for another video here on my channel, and wanted to welcome those of you who are new. Today I am doing the small booktuber tag. Now I have not been tagged in this specific tag. However, I thought it was a really great opportunity for me to reach back out to you guys out there and let you know again who I am and what I'm doing here on my channel. But more so, I wanted to talk about other booktubers that I've met that I really have been just having so much fun getting to know, which was the sole purpose of me joining this community. I wanted to take a moment and really just shout out to them and help you who watch my videos find them as they are new just like me. And that's what this community is really about, is about supporting each other, being inclusive, and joining a community to get the conversation started. So within the 2 months that I've been on Booktube, I've got some conversations starting with some people, and I'm really just it's blowing my mind. I've been really thrilled to have been able to jump on board and kind of crush some goals of mine, and I'm really excited about that. So to get into it, the small booktuber tag has about 6 questions, and then you tag other small booktubers so that they can do this tag as well and get on out there and get maybe more people to join that conversation. So with that being said, I'll jump right into the questions. So the first one is to introduce yourself. So again, hi guys, I'm Danny. I am a booktuber now. My channel is called Spenelli Speaks because since high school I have had the nickname of Spenelli. If you recall from Disney's Recess, Spenelli on there had worn a hat and pigtails, and one day for school, it was hat day, I wore a knit cap with pigtails in my hair, and ever since then everyone has called me, or in high school that is, called me Spenelli. And it's just stuck. I used it for email addresses, that kind of thing. And so I thought, what better name for me, for my booktube channel, than Spenelli Speaks? So that's what I stuck with. I am here in the Midwest. I live in Wisconsin with my fiance and his 12-year-old daughter. She's turning 13 at the end of the month. So I have a teenager in the house. We are getting married in October of this year. So 2020 is going to be a very busy, very fun-filled year. I'm looking forward to it. We have 2 dogs, Dwight and Kingston. Dwight just turned 1 in September, and Kingston is turning 11. So it's quite the age gap, but they have finally started to get along a little bit better here and there. You may see them in upcoming videos, or have already seen them in some other videos. So I obviously love to read. I am loving the fact that through Booktube I am reading more and more and more. It really is exhilarating to get back into something that I have loved so much, and kind of took a back seat to for a while there. So loving that. And then I also really love to bake and cook, and I like to watch movies and craft a little bit. So you may see that from time to time within my videos. Which brings me to the next question, which is, how long have you been on Booktube? So I've been in the Booktube world since November. I started in like the very first week of November, I think. I really want to start this community because, or start within this community because I have been watching YouTube for a little while now. It actually started, sorry, I've got hair in my face here. We were planning to go on a trip to the UK, and in prepping for that, I started to look up travel videos on YouTube and ended up just being totally enthralled with some traveler vlogs, Endless Adventure, Kara Nate, The Way Away, Travel Beans. I mean, all these people, they kind of just put their life aside and decided to be travel vloggers. And not to say that I'm putting my life aside to be a booktuber, but it just really captivated me in a sense of these people are doing what they love and they're showing other people. But not only that, they're joining a community. You would oftentimes see videos where they were collaborating, and the amount of success they had in sharing and, you know, experiencing their passion really just set me off on a path of how can I experience my own passions with others who feel the same way. You know, when you're in your own kind of world, you don't see as many people that love all the things that you love, so you kind of do it behind closed doors. And with Booktube, I'm able to really expand on that. So by watching those travel vloggers, I, you know, didn't realize there was a Booktube community. And then one day I think I just said, you know, gosh, I want to read a book. I wonder if they have anything on books on YouTube. Oh boy, was I blown away by the fact that there was Booktube. And it was just a light bulb. So instead of waiting for January, New Year's resolutions and all that jazz, I decided I'm going to do it now. And I'm going to start and get involved and do what I need to do to explore my passions and share them with other people and have conversations. So 2 months in, it's now January, into my 3rd month, having a blast, meeting really awesome people and people that are actually close to me, which is even more bizarre. So really just having the time of my life. So 2 months in, we'll see a year from now how my feelings are. Hopefully they'll have accelerated. So on to the next question here is, what type of videos do you do? So I do all the standard, you know, TBR, so to be read videos, wrap-up videos. I also really like doing the haul videos. So I, anytime I go and I get a bunch of books, I'll do hauls. And then I also like to do cooking vlogs. So I've only done like 2, I think, but those are a little bit more intensive to film. So they're fewer and far between. Other types of videos, I am kind of currently in the process of doing a vlog, so like a reading vlog. I don't know how that one will turn out because it's my first time trying it, and I'll see how it goes, but I'm going to introduce vlogs. I have done some single review videos as well, and I kind of like that because you're diving deeper into the book instead of in a wrap-up video where you don't want to spend too much time talking about each book. So those single reviews are kind of nice. I like that a lot. And yeah, so pretty much all the standard Booktube stuff, with the exception of like the cooking videos. And if you watched my just January, or I keep saying January, my 2020 goals, I want to do some series of like my wedding planning, and as well as getting into like a series for specific book series. So I mentioned series of unfortunate events. So a little bit of everything. I don't want to be stale. I want to have fun. I want to do different things. I want to be unique. And so the videos that I do will kind of come as I kind of grow. The next question, what do I love about Booktube? Oh my gosh, what is there not to love about Booktube? I think the fact that the amount of inclusivity that is in Booktube, anyone who is reading can essentially jump on and tell the world what they thought, or ask the world what they thought and start a conversation. And I think that is just one of the most appealing things that you can have within a community, is feeling like you can jump in to a conversation and not be judged and not be told you're wrong. And in some cases, the conversation has differing opinions, which is great. You don't want to all agree. Then there's no real conversation. It's more of a just, yep, that was good. Yep, loved it. So when you have differing opinions, it really broadens your conversation and helps you understand a different perspective. So that's what I love about Booktube. What I've most recently loved about Booktube is meeting so many inspiring people. I have met some other small booktubers and viewers who have just been so dear and kind and caring, and it's been so nice. I get little, butterflies in my stomach when I jump onto YouTube and see if I have any comments, or when I bump onto Instagram and see, who's liked my posts and stuff. That to me is just building such a vast network of friends that enjoy the same things that you do, that it's just, it just gives me little snowflakes on your arm. So I love that, and I'll get to more of that later. But the next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? So I read all kinds of books. I think it's almost easier to say what kinds of books I don't really like to read, which I don't really like to read really intense, dramatic, like thrillers, like horror books, and anything that has like really gruesome murders or molestation or anything like that. Anything that's too gruesome, it just hurts my heart. So I don't really read those kind of books. I will read a thriller from here. I will read a thriller here and there, but it really depends on what it is, and if it's more so the suspense part or the graphic part. If it's more suspenseful, I do sometimes like that because it's like, it's like gripping. But if it's gross and horrific and there's lots of, I don't want to read that. But I tend to read anything from, children's, middle grade books to young adult, contemporary. I really like classics. I love anything that's set in different worlds, different countries, different perspectives. So if you see on one of these shelves here, I have all of the Harry Potters here. I have the Miss Peregrines. I have some of these books up here, which are the Twilight books. And then down here I have more books that I read through school. So they're more of your contemporary, your voices from other cultures, and then a lot of my like British and American literature. So a little bit of everything. It's more so kind of open to anything that has a good story. So it all just depends on what my mood is, really. So yeah. What is your favorite video you made? So this is the last question. What is my favorite video that I made? Now, being new, 2 months in, I don't have too many to go off of, but I would say my favorite video that I made would probably be my cooking vlog with the soup and the bread. I had a lot of fun putting that together. It was a lot of work, but I did have a lot of fun, like doing the different shots and then editing it and then putting music in, and I'll link it above. It's not good, guys. It's not the greatest, but for me, it was my first like diving in and being like, I'm going to put all this work into this video and hope for the best. I also really liked my book haul videos because it was like going through it, all of the motions again. So like when you're out buying all these books, you're like, ooh, 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 I want to read this. Ooh, I'm going to get this. Ooh, ooh. And then when you go to the register and you're like, yeah, 20 bucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then when you're doing the book haul video and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got all of these books for 20 bucks. So for me, I love book haul videos. I wish I could do more of them, but obviously I have to put a limit on myself because otherwise, A, I'll spend all my money on books, and B, where am I going to put all these books? I don't unhaul. That is one thing I don't do, and maybe I should do that, but I don't. I keep all of my books, and anyone that tells me to get rid of my books, I get really angry because they're mine. Now, should I go through all of my books and take out like the 2-in-1 rating books and say, we're done with these, I didn't like them, move along? Yes. But on my own time, people, let me breathe. Let me figure that out on my own. So anywho, the next part of a small booktuber tag is to tag other small booktubers. And I'm excited about this one because my first tag is going to Laura at Bookbubbler. And I'm sorry if you already did this, but I don't think you did. Guys, I love Laura. She has such a calming and relaxed personality. You can't help but watch her entire video. She has such a wealth of knowledge when it comes to reading. You can tell that she has just read a plethora of books and books I've never heard of. So she's kind of turning me on to things that I've not thought of or have not heard of in the book community. So I really like that. She's so kind and caring. We're actually going to be doing a buddy read of this big chunky book, London, this year. So I'm super excited that we connected. And believe it or not, guys, we live in the same state. Like literally we are within 100 miles of each other. So I don't know, we might have something in the future that maybe we may meet in person and actually we're like real people. But I love Laura at the Book Bubbler. She has great videos. She's new just like me. And I think if you jump over there, you won't be disappointed. She is a very wonderful soul and I just love supporting her. So please, if you're done watching this, jump over to Laura's channel. The next one I wanted to tag, this person is brand new. She has just the one video out there, but I thought I would tag her because she was so sweet and I really liked her first video, her newbie tag, and that is Bree from A to Z with Bree. She has a very unique personality as far as the books that she's reading. A lot of the books that I've actually read too. So we have a lot in common there. And so I'm looking forward to seeing where she goes and how she grows with her channel. So again, pop over, see what she's all about. Be one of the first subscribers for her. Be there to support her in her. That's what this community is all about, is supporting one another. And so when I found her and we communicated, I just know that I'm looking forward to being able to support her, watching her videos, clicking that like button, and just getting her going and pumping her up, because this is something new for her, and I think that would just be wonderful for her to grow and really see the, you know, great positivity from this community. One of her things that she said was she was worried about, you know, the hateful comments. And in the 2 months that I've been here, I have not gotten that. And I know that those are out there, the creepers out there, and the trolls as they call them, but I have not seen that. So if you're interested in jumping on and giving her some support, I highly recommend that. Again, that was A to Z with Bree, and that's Bree's channel. Another small booktuber that I wanted to mention, she's got quite a good following so far. I'm not quite sure when she started, but she's hilarious and she is great at communicating on my channel. She always has something nice to say, and that is Casey at Lost in a Bookcase. She is so funny, guys. Very unique channel. She's got a very interesting personality as far as the sense of humor that she has. So if you've got a quirky sense of humor and you want to check her out, jump over there. She is very funny. I like watching her videos, and like I said, she's very supportive to me, and I'm sure others out there in the community. So I definitely jump on and take a look at her videos. She's very funny. And the last one that I want to tag, who is not a booktuber, who I wish was, because she is so sweet, but Jess, I'm tagging you. You need to be tagged in this because you are a reader. You have so many books that you read. You read more than I do. You are one of my favorite people here in the community. So sweet. Jess is on Instagram, and she's at Saucers and Sorcery. I will link her in the description before. Jess, you can do this. You can do a small booktuber tag on Instagram. Just, you know, do it in the characters. But truly, Jess is amazing. Jump on her Instagram. She has beautiful photography. She is an avid reader. She loves comics and graphic novels. She is getting married in March, and boy, her flowers that she is making are impeccable. They are graphic novel flower petals, which is similar to what I'll be doing for my wedding. And I've just hit on home with Jess. We have been communicating basically since the beginning of my channel, and boy, she is just the sweetest, most kind-hearted person, and I have to shout out to her and tell her she needs to be part of this tag. So I know that was a little bit long-winded, but I am totally on board with support in this community and reaching out to those of us who are smaller and saying, here's a hand and a lift up. So if you're watching this, please, I hope you have hit that subscribe button and that you have hit the notification bell so that you are notified when my videos come through. And if you have some time, jump over to those small booktubers, Laura at Book Bubbler, Bree at A to Z with Bree, Casey at Lost in a Bookcase, and then jump over to Instagram and check out Jess at Saucers and Sorcery. She is amazing. All these women are just so kind and funny and sarcastic and build up in this community. We have to support one another, and we have to leave those comments, and we have to communicate. And boy, I'm going to stop right there. I just love it. I don't know how you can't. So until next time, guys, happy reading.